The Land Rover company returned Defender to the world market a few years ago. When preparing a new version of the SUV, engineers in fact created it from scratch. And probably for this reason the British model turned out to be, according to the owners, depressingly bad. One of the main drawbacks of the new Defender is the poor sound insulation of the cabin. That is, despite the multiple superiority in all other parameters in terms of acoustic comfort, the British model has not gone far ahead of the cheaper Renault Logan. But not only this is limited to the disadvantages of Defender. Despite the fact that the car was created for constant off-road driving, its design turned out to be weak. It is not suitable for serious off-road operation. On paper the characteristics, overhangs, ramp angle, are almost the best in the class. But look at this car. What will happen to the intercoolers located low and open to all forest snags? What will happen to these connectors under the bottom? And these wires to the pad where sensors? And how will the air suspension live in constant dirt if it is not thoroughly washed immediately according to the instructions? That is a couple of times he will pass where many classmates will sit down. But there are big questions about regular off-road operation. The main rule of the Land Rover Owners Club is not to talk outside the club about Land Rover problems. Defender has been on the market for 2 years. Nevertheless, someone still does not receive updates to the onboard computer. Someone has a battery in the woods on an unlocked car, someone has a turbine falling apart, bullies appear in the cylinders and the car eats up all the oil. The built-in air compressor does not work, the outlet in the luggage compartment works every other time. I'm not talking about permanent camera shutdowns and other glitches of the Pivi Pro multimedia system. The main rule of the Land Rover Owners Club is not to talk outside the club about Land Rover problems. And the second thing that should not be discussed is the marketing strategy of Land Rover. Yes, they took the Discovery 5 platform, strengthened and improved it as much as they could in terms of off-road performance. They offered a huge set of accessories. And they gave the car the name of an old SUV that they stopped producing 3 years ago. Whatever you say, but outwardly the new Defender came out quite tall and with a face thanks to his mother and father, Range Rover and Discovery. The car is recognizable in the stream and only a complete ignoramus can confuse it with other Land Rovers. It's tall and square. Land Rover engineers understood that they were designing a new car for modern people, for whom security is important, both active and passive. The Defender has a full set of passive safety systems. It will not let you run over a pedestrian, slow down in traffic in case of an accident risk, warn you in advance about the threat on the road. And there are no problems with active safety. According to Euro NCAP tests, the car received 5 stars out of 5. The Land Rover Terrain Response 2 system debuted on the new Defender. It is clear that the average owner of a new Defender will not lower the tire pressure, or even try to somehow academically pass the off-road section. For most owners of the new Defender, off-road is not a goal but an obstacle on the way to the goal. And then electronic assistants become best friends. Is everything okay with your car? Is everything working? Well, you're lucky. But remember, you have a Land Rover. And be on your guard.